still on the move through Los Angeles. Great and second, just passing the Disney Hall. At about 2 o'clock this afternoon on the steps of City Hall and through the streets, and that's what you're seeing now. The crowd are at least 100 people, but it's kind of 60 people right now. We're not seeing president or need for travel, and I'm not seeing a test. So just a full mark to tell you, test, as you mentioned, it's a nationwide knockout. Live in Sky 5, Richard in Hollywood.
Now during President Trump's first year back in office, the nation has experienced a whiplash of domestic and foreign policy changes and political disputes that have stirred intense national debate. The president marked the first year of his second term, calling, quote, 365 wins in 365 days.
This comes as tensions grow among and allies over the president. KTLA's Angela live in the kitchen with the latest developments. Good afternoon.
Well, John and Lauren, Trump spoke to a packed room of reporters from topics like immigration to dated vaccine policies, but take to double down on the need for the U.S. to control Greenland.
Speaking for nearly 2 hours, President Trump joined today's White House to mark the first year of his second term.
That's a big crowd. These are we have a lot of accomplishments.
Trump carried with a stack of papers calling them his accomplishments.
More than any other administration has done by far.
Hitting on a number of key issues, starting with immigration crackdown, a stack of criminals that ICE has arrested.
These are all what ICE is doing.
Detentions with NATO and economic policies.
We're the richest we ever were. It's because of tariffs and the proper use of tariffs. And we're also the most secure.
The president's appearance comes as he's facing mounting pushback from European allies to take control of Greenland. Republican strategist Matt Klink says the president may be eyeing something bigger that he's not ready or able to talk about yet.
I gotta believe that a chunk of this rhetoric on Greenland is saber rattling, largely because Trump wants something bigger from NATO.
Klink says nothing about this one-year briefing should be a surprise to either Democrats or Republicans, noting, though, key issues he didn't mention.
If you're looking for him to make America more affordable and bring consumer prices down, that job is still not complete yet.
In a final question, reporters, Trump was asked to list what he views as his top accomplishments for the year. His answer, rebuilding the military, sealing investments in the U.S., and lowering prescription drug pricing.
If you like Donald Trump, you really like this speech. If you despise the man, then he was true to form. Nothing he said today is going to change that impression.
Now, the president is expected to travel to Switzerland tonight to speak at the World Economic Forum in Davos. He told reporters he will likely use a key address to lay out how he plans to make housing more affordable for Americans. In the newsroom, Angela KTLADT, back to you in the studio.
Angela, thank you. The Department of Justice is serving subpoenas to top Minnesota officials over their response to recent federal immigration enforcement. Governor Tim Walz, Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey, and 4 other state officials are under investigation by federal prosecutors. The DOJ says it's trying to determine whether they obstructed or impeded federal law enforcement during immigration operations. Walz and Frey have called the probe an authoritarian tactic and say it's meant to squash political opposition.
In New Mexico, a judge has ordered actor Field to be released from jail ahead of his trial following a detention hearing today. There's not enough probable evidence to show that the 68-year-old poses a public safety risk. Field with inappropriately touching twin boys, the cleaning lady. He has any wrongdoing. The hearing comes a day after announced that Busfield is being out of the upcoming Amazon MGM film You Deserve Each Other. NBC also pulled a scheduled episode of Law & Order SVU that he was in.
And we are following news out of Ono, where a teenage laundromat employee is still shaken after a man threatened him with a machete. The terrifying moments were all caught on security camera.
Jennifer McGraw is live in Pomona with reaction from the victim's business owner. Jennifer.
Yeah, customers were just catching their clothes on Saturday morning when this maniac came in, luckily paying attention, and for the owner who jumped into action to protect his customers.
And this is him here coming.
A man wielding a machete storming into the laundromat, chasing off customers and narrowing in on the owner's 17-year-old son, chasing him through the store, then takes off.
Everyone's just kind of shocked. Everyone's like, oh my goodness, what just happened here? And about a minute later, to hear some of the customers upset, and they're like, oh, he's coming back, lock the doors, close the doors.
That's when the owner started running to shut them.
I was hoping he would leave.
Instead, smashing right through, shattering the glass.
Now, at this point, I back up. He's going to come in. I don't want to get with that machete, and I do have a small blade on me, but I was hoping he'd just leave.
Thankfully, the man did just that, but a scary ordeal for everyone inside, and especially for the owner's son.
You know, we do a lot of work to make sure that this is a safe environment for families to do their laundry, and again, it is just important to us that nobody got hurt and that we try to keep our customers safe.
There's security, but locals say police need to do more to crack down on vagrants up to no good.
People around here are really on the drugs really bad, and there's a guy around here with a machete, and he's ready to take people's head off because he's on stone cold drugs.
Customers say they feel safe in here doing their laundry and off their streets.
I'm at an innocent person, like a civilian, did not get hurt. Guys are handed, and we find out the reasons behaving in such an erratic manner.
People tell me they believe the man lives in his car nearby. If you know where he is, call police. We're live in Pomona. Back to you in Hollywood.
Jennifer, thank you. Authorities are investigating after someone was found shot at the pickup truck in East L.A. Sky 4 had earlier today. The call came in around 7:30 this morning. Deputies found a man dead of a pickup truck sitting at the 1400 block of South Woods Avenue.
An arson investigation is underway following a series of fires in and around West Hollywood. All of them were set in dumpsters and trash bins. The first one was reported last night in a dumpster behind the Chevron gas station on La Cienega Boulevard. An employee believes this man on a bicycle may be the suspect because he rode around there a few times before that fire broke out. A man was arrested early this morning accused of starting another fire near Cole and Waring Avenues. It's unclear if the same person is responsible for the other fires in the area.
Fullerton firefighters are looking into the cause of a deadly fire in a mobile home.
One person died, 2 others injured and had to be hospitalized. KTLA's Alina Bovian has details.
Hi there. Well, a tragic scene out here. We're talking about someone who died very early this morning. And according to residents who live at this mobile home park, they believe the victim was a man in his 50s and he was up early cooking something. And for whatever reason, something went wrong, sparking this fire. Now, take a look behind me. You can see the scene here still very active. We have the fire department out here, Fullerton police, as well as an arson team trying to figure out the cause of this very early morning fire. Now, take a look at this video. This is from Sky 5 from earlier this morning when things started to unfold. The fire was reported just before 5 this morning. This is the 1800 block of West Orange Thorpe Avenue in Fullerton. This mobile home park sits in a pretty busy area of Fullerton. Within the mobile home park, about 30 or 40 homes in total. When firefighters arrived on scene, they found one house fully engulfed. 2 people also were injured here at the scene and taken to the hospital. The fire did extend to another mobile home and did destroy an additional one.
I'm just thankful she's fine. That's all that matters to me. The neighbor's house just caught on fire, the kitchen got on fire, and then it just spread out to the other house.
There were like 30-foot flames, and that unfortunately we were going to lose our house too. But the firefighters were very good. They came quickly and resolved the flames almost immediately, and they got it down like within 10 minutes.
And back out here, this is another look at the mess that was left behind from this tragic, fatal fire. Now, as for the 2 people who were injured and taken to the hospital, we do not know their condition. Again, we don't know what started this fire, but one person was killed and their identity. So far, we're waiting for officials to identify this person. I'm Lena Bowman reporting here in Fullerton, KTLA 5 News.
And we have more coming up on the news at 4.
Casey Moya has your forecast.
Well, we saw above average temperatures today, but things will change. Tomorrow's going to feel a lot different around here. We also have a chance of rain in the forecast. We'll talk about all that.
I'm David Lazarus. As the president spent nearly 2 hours touting his accomplishments today,